And I want to thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Coach, well, for today, my name is Coach Money Mike. Woo! Coach Money Mike, guys. Yes, listen, we like to have fun here. This is a very serious class, but I want you guys to enjoy it. I want you guys to be entertained, and I want you guys to take something away from this class today. Let's look at some stats, guys. 59% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Do you fall in this situation? And it's okay, you don't have to share. But listen, 1 out of every 5 people on this call are living in this situation, paycheck to paycheck. It's the honest truth, guys. We can't hide, right? 38% of households, because of this situation, have to revert to credit cards. So what happens then is now we have credit card debt, right? 38% of Americans, listen, they're living in credit card debt. Some are drowning in credit card debt. And that's because of the situation where people are living check to check. They're not making enough money to sustain the lifestyle that they want to live. So they end up getting credit cards and using up their credit cards. And guess what? Now you got to pay interest on those credit cards. Some people pay very high interest on those credit cards. Then what happens? People start falling behind on their payments. Their credit score starts to drop. Their interest rates start to go higher. So even the money that they're borrowing, they're paying a lot more money on top of what they're already getting taxed for making their money. And the rule of 72 is a very simple way to determine how long an investment will take to double given the fixed annual rate of interest. Let me explain that again. So if you have $10,000 in an account that's earning an interest rate, if you divide that interest rate that you're earning on your $10,000, you'll be able to calculate the amount of time that it would take for your money to double. All right, so let's look at an example really quick. If you guys look up on the screen there, see where it says annual interest rate? Let's just say your annual interest rate right now you're earning in a bank. Do you guys have a savings account? You guys all have a savings account? You guys better have a savings account. We got some hands raised up in here. If you have a savings account right now and you have your money in there, maybe it's your retirement money that you think you're going to retire on, because your bank account is giving you an interest rate where you're going to retire on. You guys got to look at your account, okay? You got to look at how much interest rate you're earning in that savings account, because right now the average bank is going to pay you 0.05% on your savings. 0.05%. I don't know if I made that 0.05%. All right, we call it 0.05 pathetic percent. There's no interest you're earning in your savings account. You're not going to grow your money in those accounts, right? But let's just say, hey, you're in a very generous bank and your bank is paying you 1% in your savings. Wow, big wow, right? 1%. If you divide that 1% into 72, what does that give you, guys? But 72 divided by 1 is actually 72, guys. Yes. Surprisingly, it is 72, right? So 72, that's how long it takes your money to double. 72 years. So if you got $10,000 in an account that's earning 1%, you divide that 1% by 72, well, guess what? 72 years later, your money will then be $20,000. That's the rule of 72, and that's how it works. So we need to learn about how money can double faster, right? Because that's what the money game is. And this is what it takes for you to understand how money works, is how fast can I double my money, right? The faster I can double the money, the more money that I'll have saved in the future, because then you have compound interest, guys. Compound interest is very powerful. Talk about a couple of ways that you can actually start to grow your money and to have a better understanding of how you can actually build a good financial plan for yourself. Okay, this is for you today. All right, so there's 3 ways of making money in your life. There are only 3 ways, guys. There's actually 4. Let's talk about all 4. There's 4 ways to make money in life, okay? There's no other way, guys. Literally no other way. The first way is by your efforts. You work, you earn money, right? You go out there, provide a service, whether it be a job or your business. As long as you're working and you're providing some kind of service or product, you're gonna earn money. That's the first way, your own personal efforts. The second way is by your team's effort. This is business owners. These are people who understand that building teams, right? Building a company, you can actually start earning on your team's efforts. where your team starts to work for you and generate money. You make a piece of it, right? Every time your employee or somebody that's on your team goes out there, makes a deal, well, you're gonna get a little piece off the top. And that's what business owners do, guys. That's the way it works, right? So that's the second way. The third way is by allowing your money to work for you, investing it, earning interest on your money. There's a lot of youth guys that I'm like super fascinated with cryptocurrency, okay? It's a very risky place to be, but cryptocurrency is a very fascinating world and it's growing so fast. What I see in cryptocurrency, and I'll share with you guys, is the youth. There's a lot of young people learning about how money works, okay? So that goes to show how every generation is starting to grow and starting to understand more and more how money works. And that fascinates me. That makes me excited because I wish I was in that generation right now where, hey, they're really understanding how money works. The fourth way of where you can earn money is actually by inventing something, where you can invent some kind of idea, right? And you sell it. You sell the idea and you make money. Okay, that's the fourth way. So there's only 4 ways you can make money in this world. Again, personal effort, team effort, your money's effort, and then selling an idea, right? Those are the 4 ways you can make money. So now let's talk about how you can start building a very solid financial foundation for yourself. Number 1 is cash flow, okay? Maybe some of you have a job. Most of you hopefully have a business or have both, right? You got your job and you got your side hustle. That's great. In today's era, having 2 streams of income or multiple streams of income is no longer a luxury. I remember before when we used to say it was a luxury, but nowadays it's no longer a luxury, it is a necessity, right? You need to have multiple streams of income to be able to survive in today's day and age, especially with cost, the way it's at, where it's at right now. So we need to understand cash flow. We need to understand what that even means. What is cash flow? That's the amount of money that continues to come in to your account and it's flowing into your account, right? You need to have that flow of income. That's where passive income comes into play, right? You need to have multiple hustles, side hustles, all right? Different businesses that you have money coming in, maybe property investments, right? Where you got rentals, you got your rent coming in every month, right? Maybe you have a small business that's generating a certain amount of money every single month, right? And that's important for you guys to have. And you have your job, right? There's different ways of income that you can continue to build that cash flow. Streams of income are very important, multiple streams of income. And if you guys want to know about other ideas where you guys can actually start building an additional stream of income, you can reach out to me. We do have some opportunities for independent contractors to work with us to earn additional income, okay, on your own time, and you can actually build your business with us. All right. The other important thing here to building a financial foundation is having an emergency fund. Okay. I think COVID opened up most of our eyes. If you guys all agree with me, give me a raise your hand there. I think it opened our eyes completely to the situation that I shared with you earlier in the statistics. Over 67% of Americans are not ready for some kind of emergency. They don't have money saved in case of COVID, right? COVID happened and guess what? People were left out of jobs for 6 to 7 months, right? Most people even more, right? The government had to jump in and help those people, but the government isn't giving you enough money to survive, especially with the cost of living today. There's no way, right? So most people did not have 3 to 6 months of their income saved. The situation is learn how to control your debt. Learn to control your debt. There's a big percentage, and it's over 50% of Americans have out of control debt. Okay, out of control debt. What does that mean? They can't keep up with their payments, right? Their interest rates are too high. They're paying way too much money on the money that they're using on their credit cards. And that continues to put them back. The more money that you use, the more interest you're paying in that money, right? So people have this out of control debt. So you need to learn to control that. There's a lot of programs out there that you can look into to help you to reduce your debt, right? And if you don't need that, if you have some debt and it's in control, start paying down that debt until you have zero debt. Use it only in case of an emergency. Okay, that's what credit cards should be used for in case of emergencies, especially if you don't have that 3 to 6 months saved up. All right. Now, that's really important for you guys to understand. If you want to build a very healthy financial Martinez, thank you guys for your time. My name is Coach Money Mike. See you later.